What are you doing?
Everybody hands go up, and they say that.
Number 10. Scavenger Hunt with Amy. While the gang of 6 spends a whole lot of time all together, there are some members of the group that aren't as comfortable just one-on-one, such as Howard and Amy.
Tell me some things you like.
Let's see. I like harps, Little House on the Prairie, medieval poetry, medieval literature.
Hey, how about some music?
That is unless Neil is involved.
Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good, so good, so good, so good.
And the best example of this comes during the Scavenger Hunt, when Winning takes second place to singing along to Neil Diamond songs. But while Mr. Diamond was a friend maker in season 7, it was Neil Sedaka who got Howard and Amy grooving while working in the lab together in season 11.
Sweet Caroline girl, I love my Caroline girl, each and every day, oh yeah!
Number 9. The Magic Trick. Everyone loves a good card trick.
It's a childish trick designed to confuse and intrigue simpletons. How'd you do it?
A magician never reveals his secrets.
Okay, maybe not everyone. And one of those not everyone's is Sheldon Cooper, who, when Howard shows him a trick, becomes obsessed with trying to figure out how it's done.
All right, this deck is rigged in some fashion.
Fine, get another deck and I'll do the trick with that.
So you're saying this is a regulation deck?
I'm saying believe in magic, you muggle.
Which in turn makes him a perfect foil for more of Howard's tricks, the best of which involves Raj playing along, as well as spying on Sheldon's card in order for Howard to amazingly guess which one it is.
3 of clubs.
Son of a gun, you're blowing my mind!
Bippity boppity booyah!
As Sheldon's arrogant frustration grows and grows, so too does Howard's greatness in this hysterical episode. Number 8. Giving Raj his rom-com moment. When it comes to romantic comedies, there is no member of the Big Bang crew that loves the genre more than Raj.
And the company put me in a nice place in Notting Hill.
Notting Hill? Like the movie? I'm just a boy standing in front of a girl saying, "You better bring me home a t-shirt."
And yet, while the others have all had some pretty amazingly romantic and grand movie-like moments, Raj never got his. That is, until Howard gave it to him towards the end of the series. As Raj waits to board a plane to go be with Anu in London, Howard, who thinks he's making a mistake, races to the airport to stop him.
When you propose to someone in Notting Hill, it should be to someone who knows what that movie is.
Are you saying you're just a boy?
This leads to the rom-com moment Raj has always deserved, with the one person outside his family who has probably loved him longer than anyone else.
I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
No, that's not what's happening here.
Number 7. Naked Laptop. When Howard and Sheldon fight over a parking spot at the university, things escalate to the point of nudity.
Fun story. Meanwhile, you still don't have a car.
Don't try to change the subject. This is about a parking space. It has nothing to do with cars.
Are you listening to yourself?
Since Sheldon is trying to keep Howard from his parking spot, Howard decides that an appropriate retort would be taking over Sheldon's spot on the couch in his apartment. But while just sitting in his spot would certainly cause Sheldon anguish, doing it without clothes on takes the anguish to a whole other and very funny level.
He wasn't using it. And I needed a nice, cool piece of leather to wiggle my naked ass on.
But wait, there's more. The cherry on top of this prank is that while Howard's butt is on Sheldon's spot, his other parts are keeping warm underneath Sheldon's laptop.
I have to say, I thought you'd be more upset that your laptop is sitting on my junk.
I didn't pick up on that. That's a nice touch.
Number 6. Crappy Student. In Season 8, Sheldon is promoted to junior professor, and as such needs to teach a class. Unfortunately for him, his reputation precedes him, and no one signs up for the course.
I'm more than smart enough to take your class.
No.
Yes.
In an effort to help him out and learn, Howard decides that he'll take the class. But when he finds out that Sheldon's goal is to make the class extra difficult and humiliate him in the process, Howard goes from willing student to crappy student.
What are you
if you're gonna be a crappy teacher, then I'm gonna be a crappy student. Ludicrous going in on the verse because I've never been defeated and I won't stop now. Yeah, will you stop it?
And it turns out he's quite good at it. Along with some classroom singing, he also shows off his amazing accuracy with a spitball.
You shot your spit in my mouth!
Is that gonna be on the test? Because I don't think I can do that again.
Number 5. A changed man. At Howard's bachelor party, a drunk Raj makes a best man speech that reveals a bunch of Howard's sordid past sexual misadventures.
Leonard and I took Howard to Las Vegas and paid a hooker to pretend she was Jewish and that she wanted his little kosher pickle.
And while the speech goes over very well with the guys in the restaurant, it doesn't play so well with his fiancée when Will Wheaton posts it online. Unsure of who she has agreed to marry, Bernadette begins to rethink the whole situation. And desperate to apologize, Howard goes to the apartment to see her.
What I really want her to know is that the guy that she's disgusted by is the guy that I'm disgusted by too, but that guy doesn't exist anymore. He's gone.
Bernadette refuses to come to the door, so he instead makes his apology speech to Penny, a speech so heartfelt and moving that it not only makes Penny cry, but leads to Bernadette confirming that the wedding is indeed still on.
Let her know that she made me a better man, and tell her thank you.
Oh my God, Howard!
Number 4. Emily or Cinnamon. Everyone was happy when Raj met Emily and finally had a serious girlfriend and some regular coitus.
It's called Emily or Cinnamon. I give you actual quotes I've heard Raj say, and you guess if he was talking to his girlfriend or his dog.
And we're also undoubtedly enamored by the super cuteness of his dog, Cinnamon. But with all that being said, it must be said that one of the funniest bits of the entire series was the game Howard invented called Emily or Cinnamon.
The bed feels so lonely when you're not in it.
Yeah, I may not be liking this game so much.
Cinnamon, give me another one.
The only thing funnier than playing along and trying to guess who Raj was talking about when he said those quotes was watching Leonard crack up with Howard's reciting of each one.
Maybe I am. Who wouldn't want to be the girl, or possibly dog, to hear the words, "You're so lucky, you have the shiniest hair."
That is a tough one.
Number 3. Dungeon Master. Over the years, we saw most of the guys take the role of Dungeon Master.
Leonard, I'm not sure how I feel about Howard being Dungeon Master instead of you.
Oh, that's nice, but relax. Sometimes change is good.
And while Sheldon's creation for Bernadette was sweet and empowering, and Leonard's Christmas version was inspired, when it comes to ranking the Dungeon Masters, it's the guy without the PhD who outshined them all.
Travel with caution. These woods are home to the bones of many a fallen hero.
His storytelling ability is top-notch, and we witness his ability to improvise when Raj leaves in the middle of the game. But the real reason his Dungeon Master is so masterful is his celebrity impressions.
You'd think, after all these years, I'd know not to fly over volcanoes. I'm a freaking idiot.
The only one who likes Howard's impressions more than us is probably Sheldon. Number 2. Howard in space. In the entire history of the world, fewer than 600 people have ever gone into space. So if you're one of them, it's definitely an accomplishment worth celebrating. And Howard is one of them.
Hey buddy, how's it going up there?
You don't have to shout, Raj. It's not like I'm an astronaut floating around in outer space. Oh wait, I am.
Now, it's true that astronaut training almost beat him, but he persevered and made it through.
I survived. I wasn't sure I was going to when the sandstorm hit. Just pulled my turtleneck up over my head and waited for death.
And sure, his experience in space wasn't the most heroically inspiring, but the mere fact that he went up in that spaceship is easily enough to earn him a best moniker. A fact that he's all too happy to point out at various times upon his return.
To Stuart, your comic book store is out of this world, just like the guy in this picture was.
For the record, he also thinks the Walgreens and the dry cleaners are out of this world.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Infinite persistence. You don't need a PhD to come up with great ideas.
Well, if you made a guidance system, couldn't you use those vortices as a gyroscope?
Wow. Never thought about that.
And since it's in a quantum state, it would maintain an infinite persistence.
The squeaky floor solution. And he does it all in those ridiculously tight pants.
Maybe in looser pants. Then step, grab, tiny pivot, pull, and you're there.
Howard has a thing for Cinderella. Everyone has their favourite Disney princess. We don't judge.
And I have a surprise for you.
Please be Cinderella. Please be Cinderella.
Well, hello, Prince Charming.
Lamb stew. It's delicious and a good way to get his mum out of the house for a little while.
Please, I got a real hankering.
Oh, I can't say no to my little tushy face.
The Sheldon costume. Arguably his best impression ever.
Why are you laughing? His statement was factually correct.
You're sitting in my spot.
You don't have a spot.
Number 1. The song. Each of the guys had their moments of romantic gestures on the show, but one of the best, and definitely the most toe-tappable one, belongs to Howard.
I'd be an atom without a bomb, a dot without the com, and I'd probably still live with my mom.
And he'd probably still live with his mom.
To celebrate the anniversary of his first date with Bernadette, Howard surprises her with a song he wrote and gets the rest of the gang to join in.
If I didn't have you, life would be dreary. I'd be string theory without any string. I'd be binary code without a 1, a cathode ray tube without an electron gun.
If I Didn't Have You is a sweet, funny, romantic and ridiculously catchy tune that left most of us crying along with Bernadette by the time it was over. It was such a popular moment, it even led to fans doing covers of the song for their significant others.
I couldn't have imagined how good my life would get from the moment that I met you, Bernadette.